If you make good money but still feel broke, it's not random. There's actually 5 very specific spending patterns that almost every high earner falls into. And once you see them, you can't unsee them. Most people think that their problem is budgeting or I need to make more money, but that's not true at all. It's that their money is quietly flowing into places that have never actually been questioned or have been seen, and that's the problem. And the reason why I can speak to that specifically is because I paid off $43,000 worth of debt and used these 5 specific patterns to build a net worth of multiple hundreds of thousands of dollars. I didn't budget harder. I didn't necessarily make that much more money, but I was able to identify and fix these exact patterns in my own spending. And these are the same patterns that I see when people go through a 3-month look back for the first time, which is looking back 3 months of how you've been spending your money. It's eye-opening for everyone. If you've never tried it, I would highly recommend it. And instead of guessing what's wrong, which is a common thing that a lot of people like to do, oh, it's probably this. Oh, it's this unexpected expense. I'm going to show you exactly what to do. So the first pattern here is the convenience tax. And this is a big one, right? We're talking food delivery, we're talking last minute purchases, we're talking paying for speed instead of intention. And individually, a lot of these things would feel pretty small, right? But over 90 days, it usually is hundreds of dollars, sometimes over $1,000 a month. And here's the problem. It's not that convenience is bad. I love convenience. I pay for convenience. So I just don't want to mix up the two. It's that most people are paying for convenience without realizing how often they're choosing for convenience, right? It's kind of this balance of convenience versus, applying it towards something else in our life. Pattern number 2 I see with higher earners, it's called the default spending loop. And this is money that just happens. Same restaurants, same subscriptions, same weekend habits. Nothing feels excessive, but nothing is intentional either. So you're like, oh yeah, this is like kind of a reoccurring expense for me. It is what it is. And you didn't choose it this month necessarily. You just kind of repeated the last month. And when you stack that over time, you end up funding a lifestyle that you actually never decided on. And then that's where you get stuck on. And it's very powerful because I see every month as a new opportunity to sort of improve upon the last month's. So when you just kind of do copy paste into the next month, and then just wondering why there's no progress being made, there's no repeatable things that are happening, the reset button keeps getting hit. And the reason why I'm harping on this is because I did this, and that's how I'm able to speak to it. So this is not me preaching to you. This is talking to my younger, sillier self, and hopefully my challenges through this and the pains that I went through, you can kind of just skip over that and go to the wins in your personal finances. Pattern number 3 that I see all the time is the invisible upgrades. This one hits high earners pretty hard, right? Once you make more money, so does your spending. It's spending quietly upgrades your life, because when we don't have a money system in place as our income grows, so do the money problems that we've been carrying to this point. Right? So you have, better flights, nicer dinners, more expensive versions of the exact same thing, right? But here's the catch. Your income went up intentionally, but your spending did not. So there's a mismatch, and the gap never grows. And the gap meaning the extra money that you have between your income and your spending every single month, because we want to be putting that gap towards things that matter to us the most. And I call these the North Star goals. Pattern number 4, misaligned priorities. This is maybe where it gets a little uncomfortable. This is the uncomfortable part of the video. When you actually compare your spending to what you say matters to you and they don't match. Right? You say your health matters, but you're barely investing time, money, effort, sacrifices into it. You say financial freedom matters, but nothing in your spending reflects that at all. Meanwhile, money is flowing into different things that you probably wouldn't say that you care about a lot, and they don't move your life forward at all. So for me, when I was back in the day, when I was starting my personal finance journey, for me, my biggest priority was I was just trying to stay busy and active and have like a busy calendar, especially on the weekends, right? Because working a 9-to-5 job, you're like, I deserve this amazing weekend. So we'd pack it with friends and family and do all these like paid activities. And by the end of the weekend, like between, the activities and the food and the drinks or whatever, and it's like it just really adds up. And over time, you do that every single weekend. My God, you don't make any progress towards the things that you actually care about. And maybe it could be a shift in like, I thought I cared about filling up my calendar, but when I was making no progress financially, making a pretty good income is like, what are we doing here? Maybe we should be changing how we're looking about it. And that was a big pattern shift for me personally. Pattern number 5, the fragmented money problem. This is a hidden one. Your money is spread across too many directions. And again, I am speaking to my older self when I say that. But we're going to put a little bit into saving here. We're going to put a little into investing, a little extra spending here. Like, oh, we deserve this thing. And it's just like these little micro things. We have our money kind of spread everywhere. Individually, again, nothing really feels that impactful because on a small enough level, $20, $50, it doesn't really matter at the end of the day, right? But collectively, nothing actually moves the needle. When you're putting a little bit of money into a lot of places, nothing moves the needle. It's like trying to make progress while pulling yourself into 5 different directions, right? You want to be good at 5 things, but really become good at none of them. So here's the reality. Most high earners don't have a money problem. They just have a visibility problem. Because once you see these patterns clearly, you naturally start fixing them. And if you think that you have a visibility problem, I've opened up some spots with my 6-week money challenge. And what we're going to be doing in that is building your money system, a repeatable, consistent money system from scratch, or at least improving upon what you have so far so that you can make forward progress with hopefully your financial goals, but really just other things that matter to you the most. And also in the 6 weeks, we're going to be trying to stack as much money as humanly possible to show you that you have the capacity to do it, to show you that you can do this at any point in your life when you need to or you want to save a little extra money. I say I'm going to help people save $1,000 in the 6 weeks, but to be honest with you, most people end up doing more than that. So if that sounds interesting to you, you can just check out this video here or book a call below this video and we could see if, you could see if you're a fit and if it's interesting to you. If not, I'll just see you in the next video.